What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Look, we've all been there. You're on a plane, your data just ran out, or you're just tired of games forcing you to be online 24/7 just to play a single-player campaign. Before we dive into the list, if you are totally sick of mobile games forcing you to watch 30-second ads or pay to win, do me a quick favor and smash that like button right now. It takes 1 second, it really helps the channel, and it tells YouTube you want more no BS game recommendations. Today, I've got your back. I dug deep into the Play Store and found 10 genuinely good, completely free offline Android games. No internet required, no pay-to-win nonsense, just pure gameplay. I've actually played all of these, so I'm going to tell you exactly how they play, what's great, and what you need to watch out for. Grab a snack and let's get into the top 10 free offline Android games you need to download right now. Alright, kicking off the list at number 10, we have an app literally called Offline Games, No Wi-Fi Games by Jindo Blue. Now, before you scroll past, hear me out. This isn't just one game, it's a massive hub of mini-games. I downloaded this thinking it was a single title, but it's actually a collection of puzzles, classic board games, and even some cool shooters. The reason I love it is for those random 5-minute waiting periods. You know, when you're at the doctor's office or on the bus, the controls for the mini-games are surprisingly snappy, and because it's all offline, it loads instantly. The only slight downside, there are ads when you switch between games, but honestly, it's a small price to pay for a literal arcade in your pocket that works perfectly in airplane mode. Coming in at number 9 is the freshly released Off the Road 2, or OTR 2, by Dogbite Games. If you played the first one, you know it was a bit janky. But guys, this sequel is a massive leap forward. It's a full-blown, open-world, off-road driving simulator. The physics actually feel weighty now. You can drive everything from beat-up trucks to, surprisingly, a Lamborghini Gallardo tearing through the dirt. The map is huge, and you can freely switch between driving and getting out to explore on foot. The graphics are genuinely impressive for mobile, especially the mud deformation when you're off-roading. It does demand a pretty beefy phone to run on max settings. So, if you have an older device, you might need to drop the frame rate, but the freedom you get here is unmatched. At number 8, we have Black Strike Offline Campaign. If you're a fan of classic old-school FPS games like Call of Duty's single-player campaigns from the 2010s, you need to check this out. This isn't a multiplayer shooter disguised as a single-player game. It's built entirely around long, wide cinematic story missions. You're dropping into varied environments, following actual mission objectives, and the gunplay feels punchy. What really surprised me is the level design. It doesn't feel like those generic mobile corridor shooters. The levels are actually expansive. The AI can be a little forgiving on the lower difficulties, but if you crank it up to veteran, it gets pretty intense. It's completely free, totally offline, and gives you that nostalgic tactical shooter fix without needing a server connection. Number 7 is Slick Tires Racing. Now, the mobile racing market is totally saturated, but Slick Tires stands out because it leans heavily into the drifting and car tuning aspect. You're racing through these gorgeous desert environments with winding roads right on the edge of the sand dunes. The drift mechanics are super satisfying. It's not just about holding a button. You actually have to manage your throttle and countersteer. The car customization is where this game really shines. You can build and tune your dream car, tweaking the suspension and engine stats. The physics engine makes the cars feel like they have real momentum, so you can't just take corners at 100 miles an hour without wiping out. It's a fantastic, chill but challenging racer that you can play on a flight without a single lag spike.
Informant says the cartel operates here. Sweep it clear.
I'll cover you. Moving to number 6, we've got SWAT Shooter Police Action FPS. This one is for the run-and-gun fans. You're playing as a SWAT officer, clearing out criminals from city streets in various locations. It's a first-person 3D action game with really fun, easy-to-use controls. The standout feature for me is the weapon selection. You get access to over 25 deadly weapons, including assault rifles, snipers, and shotguns, and you can actually modify your loadout to suit your playstyle. The graphics are definitely on the more casual mobile side, so don't expect console-level realism, but the gameplay loop is incredibly addictive. You go in, clear the map, upgrade your gear, and repeat. It's a great time killer that respects your time and doesn't force you into endless multiplayer grinding. Before we switch gears completely to number 5, real quick, if you're actually finding some hidden gems on this list and you're tired of downloading mobile trash, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I drop videos like this every single week to save you time and storage space. So, hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell is the absolute best way to support what I do here. All right, with that said, let's get into number 5. At number 5, we are switching gears completely with Lumberjack Simulator 3D. This is a first-person logging simulator, and it is surprisingly deep. You aren't just tapping a tree to chop it down. You actually have to process the timber, manage the logs, and build up your own working sawmill empire. The game has a really relaxing, strategic vibe to it. You start off small with an axe, and eventually you're managing high-tech industrial logging equipment. The 3D environments are nice, and the sound design of the chainsaws and falling timber is super satisfying. It's one of those games that puts you in a flow state. If you like games like My Summer Car or Farming Simulator, but want something you can play offline on your phone, this is an absolute must-play. Number 4 on the list is Frontline WW2 War Heroes. World War II games on mobile are usually a mess of microtransactions, but this one actually delivers an authentic experience. You're dropped right into historically accurate settings, recreating iconic battlefields across Europe. The gameplay focuses on daring landing missions and intense firefights. What I really appreciate is the strategic element. You actually have to plan your assault and overcome obstacles rather than just blindly running forward. The weapon handling feels appropriately clunky and heavy, which adds to the WW2 immersion. The campaign is totally free and offline, meaning you can experience the whole story without being nagged to buy a $100 battle pass. It's a solid, respectful tribute to the classic WW2 shooters. Coming in at number 3 is Eldoria Open World Fantasy RPG. Finding a genuinely good, free, offline RPG on mobile is like finding a needle in a haystack, but Eldoria pulls it off. This is a massive, open-world fantasy adventure designed specifically for mobile devices. You get to explore ancient kingdoms, and the controls are incredibly well optimized for a touchscreen, which is rare for an RPG of this scale. It feels like a classic JRPG, but with the freedom of an open world. The combat is smooth, and the offline aspect means you can get totally lost in the lore and exploration without worrying about your connection dropping and losing your progress. It's a huge game, so it might take up some storage space, but for a free offline RPG, the content is absolutely massive. Number 2 is where we get a little weird with Hop and Run by RE Studio. Guys, the premise of this game is hilarious. It's a casual game about a guy sitting in a wheelchair, minus the wheel part. The description literally asks, can you escape from despair in a wheelchair, minus the wheel part? And yeah, you are basically hopping around trying to escape. The controls are super simple, making it perfect for playing with one hand while you're commuting or just chilling in bed. It's got this quirky, slightly dark humor to it that keeps you laughing. The levels are short, punchy, and progressively get more ridiculous. It's not going to win any awards for deep storytelling, but as a quick, funny offline distraction, it is an absolute 10/10.
Do you folks have phones?
And finally, at number 1, we have a literal BAFTA-winning masterpiece that took the gaming world by storm, Vampire Survivors. You might have seen this on PC, but the mobile version is here, and it is 100% free with absolutely zero ads. You are thrown into overwhelming hordes of thousands of monsters, and it is all about positioning, timing, and survival. You don't even use an attack button. Your weapons fire automatically, so your entire focus is on dodging, weaving, and evolving your build. The progression system is incredibly addictive, and unlocking new characters and weapons gives you a dopamine rush like no other game on the Play Store. The fact that this premium indie masterpiece is completely free and completely offline is insane to me. It respects your time, respects your wallet, and delivers hundreds of hours of pure, unadulterated gameplay. It is the perfect game to put your headphones on and get lost in. And there you have it, guys. 10 genuinely awesome, completely free offline Android games that you can play anywhere, anytime. If this video saved you from downloading a bad game, or if you found a new favorite, please leave a like and let me know down in the comments which one you're downloading first. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss our weekly gaming picks. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Stay offline, game safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.